proud of it.
Umpire with the ball, centre of the field to start this game between New South Wales and West Australia. The pride to see who can win this game and not take home the wooden spoon of this Bicentennial Carnival. A feast of football for the 4 days begins here. New South Wales get the first kick out of the centre of the ground, and it goes in the direction from Filand's boot down towards centre half back. It's defended well by Western Australia out to the flank, and taking a good mark there for them was Laidley. Dean Laidley, right foot kick, drives it to centre wing, grandstand side. Looking for the big fellow there in Harding, couldn't bring it to ground. Ball's going to be players over the line and out of bounds. And Dean Laidley, one of the newer players into the side. A few changes from lineups that we've seen through the week, Louis.
Certainly, that's right, Rob. Waiting now for the ball to come back into play. Well, knocked out by Scott. He was grabbed. As we see falling on the ground is Malaxos. He played a fair game the other night. He tries very hard, Malaxos, Neil.
Good attitude to football, this boy. And also, it'll be interesting to see if Tommy Hafey's going to man up again, as he did against South Australia.
Well, he had a few taggers out there. The ball kicked by Malaxos out to the wing on the member side of the ground. Scott in front. The ball punched out by Gordy. Kicked off the ground that time by Carl. It was a pretty weak effort. Bit of fumbling going. That's Manwaring getting a kick, and it's out of bounds. Well, let's hope that Western Australia can put up a better show than they did against Victoria, because that was rather pathetic. I think they lost by about 10 goals, Neil.
Outclassed, Lou.
Outclassed. I think you nominate. There's Malaxos again, the boy we were talking about. Well, coming back out towards the wing position, picked up by Laidley of Western Australia. The ball high, doesn't travel far. Pack flying up was Cordy in the front. He goes after it again. The umpire will ball it up. It'll be a ball up on the centre wing position into this first quarter by just on 2 minutes. And remember, the loser of this match collects the wooden spoon for the first division. Not a very nice honour, is it?
No, they wouldn't like that.
I'm quite sure Scott has drummed that into his player, the same as Tommy Hafey. That's New South Wales going back into attack, but the ball is out of bounds on the centre wing position. Waiting now for the ball to come back into play. It'll be Coleman against Scott. Coleman in the front position for New South Wales. Both ruckmen missed that. Going through, and good play on the part of Bairstow for Western Australia. Oh, flying high was Manwaring, couldn't hold the mark. Picked up by Thrip from New South Wales down towards that half-forward line. Malaxos going after it again. Didn't bounce too well for him. In goes Ladies. A chance now with the ball to be picked up by Danaher. That's Terry Danaher, who played so well the other night. Kick falls short. Worsfold fumbled that one. Brownless falls on top of it, trying to get it out to Scott. Scott's got it now for New South Wales. But the ball picked up, and that's Cormack getting a hand pass out. And it's finally picked up by Mifka and driven out to the centre wing position.
Well, next kick out to that centre wing position. Good mark taken there by Manwaring. 2 or 3 touches so far in these first 3 minutes of the quarter. Ball floats high to centre half forward over the back of the pack. In there is Winmar, in addition to the side from Thursday night. Exciting footballer. Currently at St Kilda in the VFL. Ball on centre wing. Good tackle put on the player there. It was Morfitt a little slow to get rid of it. The net weight being used, picked up here by Manwaring again. Nick puts his teammate under pressure further up the ground there in Winmar, and the ball's going to go over the line and out of bounds.
Well, neither side has done anything yet to establish any sort of superiority. It's just man-on-man stuff, a lot of heavy checking.
Well, how much advantage would the end New South Wales are kicking to? It's a pretty strong breeze.
Yeah, it's a strong breeze, but Northern Territory boys scored well against it, so we'll have to wait and see on that one, Lou.
Play underway again. Opposite side of the ground, centre wing. A few more here than what we have seen over the past few days. Crowd's been disappointing here in Adelaide for this, what I regard as a great carnival of football. It's just a little disappointing to see the crowds not coming out to witness this spectacle. Worsfold with the ball. Good pass. Picked up here by Laidley. Dean Laidley will drive this ball to centre half forward. Turning his back on the play there was Manwaring, and it's going to fall short. New South Wales have the numbers. Put it out into the open spaces of their back pocket. They're going to, oh, that's sloppy football out there in the pocket. A little bit of weight being used behind play there.
It's got to be a free kick against Buckenara.
Had a ton of time down there. The player that's going to take it is Filand. Filand halfway between halfback flank and the back pocket, the grandstand side. We've travelled 4.5 minutes of this first quarter.
And no scorers yet by either side. Well, there's a chance now for a hand pass to come out to Bairstow. No, it's Worsfold, I should say, for Western Australia, flying high. Ball comes down now, picked up that time by Coleman, juggled the ball, then he lost it. He's grabbed about 4 times. The umpire said, hold him out, and rightly so. And Coleman takes the free kick for New South Wales on that half-back line. Well, the Blues put up a great performance the other night against South Australia. Really shook the heck out of them. They did too, as the ball is picked up now, that time by Lamb. Over it comes, picked up by Laidley. Goes for a shot to centre half forward. Players set themselves. There's a great mark by Cordy. A hand pass coming over to Coleman. That's a shocking kick. A shocking kick knocked on by Scott. But there we see Thrippen away at centre field. He's got a chance to send them deep into attack, which he does, looking for Brown. This could be a goal. What a beauty! Just on 6 minutes gone of the first quarter, and New South Wales scoring the first goal there. 1 goal, 6 points. They go back into attack again. Out it goes to that back pocket, picked up. Oh, he fumbled that time back, Glendenning. He didn't have a very good night the other night. Oh, there's a free kick. It'll go downfield, I should imagine.
Bad free kick, that, Lou.
That'll go to Bairstow. Bairstow takes the free kick over there now to Cormac. Cormac at centre half back, umpire calling play on. I don't know why. Good mark to Scott. Very strong mark indeed by the big West Australian ruck. There's a bit of a box on there between Laidley and Toohey. He's a pretty tough customer, that Toohey. Goes after Scott, upended him a bit. Buckenara tries to stop it. The ball comes back now to Hawke. Down it goes to centre field. There's a chance now of the ball to be driven right up towards the centre of the ground by Terry Danaher, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Brownless directly in front, only about 30 metres out from goal.
Gee, that's very unlike Glendenning to give a simple free kick like that. Simple, like it. That's, you don't do those sort of things in front of goal.
I think he might have acted a bit too, Brownless, don't you reckon?
But the hands were there.
Billy Brownless to shoot for goal, 35 metres out, almost directly in front. Oh, bad kick from Brownless. That's their first behind on the scoreboard at the 7.5-minute mark of the quarter. New South Wales going to 1-1-7. West Australia yet to open their account. But I think I tend to agree with you there, Louis. I think there might have been a little bit of logie work there.
But what Neil said is right. Yep. If the intention's there, and it's up to the player that's been infringed to emphasise it, isn't it?
We don't do those things.
Ball out from fullback again. This time Glendenning puts it into play. In front is Mainwaring. Ball bounces up nicely for him. Just gets his kick inside the boundary line, or has he gone over? The umpire's blown the whistle. We'll find that there'll be a boundary throw-in about 60 metres around from their attacking zone.
Mainwaring should be reasonably fresh because he only played a small part last week, or other night.
I reckon they'd have a few fresh players out there be going on that thought.
They did a lot of chasing, Lou.
I'd reckon there'd be half the team fresh.
Scott and Brownless doing the work in there at the moment. Neither player getting the ball to the ground. Picked up here by Danaher. Out to the open spaces. Shark that time by Laidley. It's the ball moving quickly. And that's all New South Wales out here on centre wing. And a good mark taken there by the big fellow in Anthony Danaher. Anthony Danaher drives it inboard. And it's all New South Wales. They're going to get the running game set up. Comes off the hands there of Hawke. Hawke across to a teammate. Kicked here by Cordy. Cordy's kicked down towards centre half forward. In front, New South Wales. They crumb it well. Here's a chance for them if they get it. Stevie Wright swings onto the right boot. Doesn't travel too far. Cleverly knocked forward. But there's nobody home. Here's a chance for West Australia to, good tackle. Brownless might have copped him a little bit too high.
No, he's got the
free kick. Yes, good tackle by Billy Brownless. Now, Brownless is probably about 5 or 6 metres closer than when he was before. And perhaps about a 5 or 6 degree more difficult angle. You see the tackle on screen.
He doesn't set himself well for his kick for goal, Brownless. He looks all over the place. He doesn't balance himself on his run up.
Kick the ball a mile when he gets onto them, don't he? Let's have a look and see what he can do with this one.
It's better.
Good kick from Brownless. The wind comes through. That's a goal.
New South Wales starting off all right again as Byland sends them back into attack up towards Brownless. Flew high, but the hit out wasn't too good. Picked up by Malaxos. Out wide. And there's a free kick. I don't know what for. To Miff.
Yeah, Miff going to take the
free kick for Western Australia at half back. Now his kick falls a little bit short. No one can grab that one. Goes a Toohey it is. A left foot. He was sprung to the ground. And the ball marked here by Mainwaring. As Neil Curley said, he should be pretty fresh because he never touched the ball the other night. He's had 4 already. There's a push in the back. It'll go to Neil. It'll go to Cordy. That's Neil Cordy out there on the centre wing position. New South Wales starting off okay. They're 2 goals, 1-13 on the board to West Australia yet to score. 10.5 minutes gone of this first quarter. Great mark by Billy Brownless. Billy's already kicked 1 goal.
Well, he's 60 yards out.
This is going to take a good kick. We must congratulate to Northern Territory on their great win in the 2nd division. It was a fantastic brand of football. By golly, they can play football, some of those kids. The ball on its way. Look at that for a kick. Off target again. So you might be right about his style, Neil.
Well, he's just too loose in his run-up. He's got to get balanced, and he's not balanced at all when he kicks.
2 goals, 2-14 New South Wales to Western Australia yet to score. And the loser of this match collects the wooden spoon for the first division.
You wouldn't pick it up, would you, Lou?
Wouldn't touch it. It wouldn't be game to walk in the Victorian room if they had to do that. That's Scott driving it back to centre half back. The pack flew. Has a chance now for Murphy to pick it up. Fumbles. Renstead on his back. Over it goes now to Yorkie from Scott. A fumble that time by Coleman. Still got a kick off the ground. It's pushed out towards Scott again. He's clear. Has a hurried shot at goal. It's making the distance all right. It's a goal. What a nice goal by Scott.
A brilliant kick like that. That's awareness. That's knowing where the goals are.
Well, there's a lot of talk out there. I think, Neil, at one stage there, the ball was moved very quickly. Have a look at it here on replay. West Australian player there in Cormac. Let the ball go. High there from Scott.
They're playing in front. That's the advantage. And the WA boys are finding themselves behind their man far too often. They've got to get front position against that breeze. No good of trying to play from the back when the wind's against you. You must play in front.
Donahue and Scott both with a chance to put that forward. Scott capitalised on it. 3-2-20. West Australia still to open their account. 12.5 minutes gone of this first quarter. Umpire puts the ball down centre field. Coleman late on the scene. West Australia get the advantage of the centre bounce. High in the air off the boot there of Fireland. Doesn't travel too far. You know, with rain, it's gone up high enough to bring it. Here's a chance for Winmar to get his first touch of the football. Runs into a teammate there in Buckenara. Out the back of the pack, a New South Wales driver back to the centre of the ground. In front for New South Wales is Murphy. The free kick will go their way. Played on quickly. Murphy looking for the quick handball to come out the side. It was almost on. Stacks on the mill. They struggle hard to get it out. Legged that player there on that occasion. Fireland. What's the umpire going to do?
A little bit frustrated, Western Australia, Neil.
Yeah, they're not settled at all, Lou. They're just not balanced at this stage.
Well, Fireland gets that advantage. That's his 5th kick. Comes out to centre wing. The chase is on. West Australia 2 against 1. Doing the chasing for West Australia, trying to push it forward as Worsfold. Well battled there by the New South Wales player in Morwood. He was one out, and they've turned around and put the ball to their half-forward flank. It's come off the boot of O'Donoghue high, but there's nobody home, and the mark they're taken for the West Australian side by Christian. Christian's kicks a wobbly one, but finds Mainwaring. West Australia taking plenty of time. They're not looking for the play-on game. They're looking for someone to kick it to downstairs. Centre wing to New South Wales to the ground. Right almost cleared it for them. Stacks on the mill. Now here's a chance for Tui to drive it high, and it's almost kick to kick. It's going from centre wing to their half-forward flank where West Australia repelling that attack on each occasion. Worsfold with the ball, drives it back to whence it came before. Oh, good grab from behind to Scott, wasn't paid. Play on quickly towards the centre of the ground. Punched from behind there by New South Wales player there in Thrip. To the ground, copping one a bit high on that occasion there was Worsfold, and he'll take the free kick almost in the centre of the ground.
Free kick out there now to Hawke. Hawke at centre field, ready to send them deep into attack again. They're looking all right, New South Wales. What a great lift it would be for football if they could win this game tonight, because it's what New South Wales need. Oh, Glenn Denning too slow. He was dragged to the ground, and they're really playing fierce football, New South Wales, going after them.
Yeah, they're going hard. I can't work out why they don't just drive the ball in along to Brownless down there. He's such a good mark.
Ball down there in the forward pocket. The umpire will ball it up about 45 metres out from the New South Wales goal. They're looking good. 2-3 goals, 20. 14.5 minutes gone to Western Australia yet to score. Knocked out by Brownless, tapped it back again. Malaxos fumbled. Little right goes down. A hand pass comes out to Murphy. Couldn't get clear. Was grabbed, didn't have the ball. But the umpire didn't spot that. So it'll be a ball up again about 40 metres out, 45 metres out from the New South Wales goal. Crowd building up a bit here now for the big one tonight. And what a clash that should be. Should be fantastic. Knocked out by Scott. Malaxos again has got quite a few kicks in this first quarter. Ball punched on again by O'Donoghue. The pack fumbles, and the umpire said he was legged. And the free kick will go to Bairstow. So it's Bairstow taking that free kick at half back for Western Australia.
No run coming from Western Australia at all.
No, they're not running at all. Cordy in front, flies. Couldn't hold the mark. Kicked up the ground by Coleman. That's as good as a kick. It travelled plenty of distance. Going for the boundary line, and it's out of bounds.
He's never kicked that far conventionally.
That's right. Perhaps he should do it all the time. So it's about 65 metres around from the New South Wales goal for a throw-in. Into the quarter. That's the first by just on 16 minutes.
Now we throw in. Scrambling play. Out to the open spaces, Zanotti. Gets it across here to Worsfold. Worsfold's got a ton of time, has a run, 2 bounces, 3 bounces through the centre, can have a 4th if he wants to. Now he's going to kick towards centre half forward. And that's his 4th touch of the football for the quarter. Oh, good mark. Is it Winmar? No, it's not. On the far side of the ground there, it's Harding. And Paul Harding has taken this mark for Western Australia. He's only 45 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. Harding has a chance to put their first major on the scoreboard. Winmar in a goal square, puts on the lead, but Harding's going to have a shot. 16.5 minutes of the quarter gone. Let's have a look at Harding's kick, holding up into the breeze. It's not going to make the distance. Bounces high. Chance now for them to do something with it. Stacks on the mill. New South Wales desperate to get rid of it down there. There's plenty of them. Big Coleman tried to get boot to ball. Finally, Filan does. Filan's kick comes out here to their half-back flank, and it's going to be forced over the line and out of bounds. Good desperation there by New South Wales.
Very much so, and they're working the close circle a lot better than the West Australian boys. They're sitting out waiting for the ball to come. The New South Wales boys are in close, working hard.
20. Plays Zilch. West Australia yet to open their account, and we've travelled almost 17 minutes into the quarter. Big punch goes in the direction of New South Wales. Across the top of the shoulder there, and the free kick will go to Besto. Umpire will bring the ball back. And Mark Besto will take this free kick. True centre wing position, grandstand side of this football park here in Adelaide. This is his 4th kick coming up. Not too many moves downstairs at all, Neil. You're right, they're flat-footed, Western Australia.
Nice kick.
Hart here by Thripp. Damaging player the other night. Thripp's had a few touches already. Just as you praise them up, they let you down. Thripp's kicked into the man on the mark. Here's a chance for Buckenara, is it? Got one too high, and he'll get a free kick. Now, Buckenara, we know him for his kicking prowess. He's too far out to score for mine. He's every bit of 60 to 65 metres, right on the edge of the square. Let's see how far it can go. He's going to go for the lead, looking down there. Punch from behind by New South Wales, and it's going to go over the line 20 metres around from their attacking zone.
Look a lot sharper with New South Wales. Their boys are working a lot better. They seem to be more desperate.
Just on the 18-minute mark of the first quarter, and the Blues are 3 goals to 20 to Western Australia yet to score. They've got a chance now. It's right in their forward pocket position. Players piling in there as it's punched out. Going after it was Murphy, but he couldn't catch it in time, and the ball is out of bounds.
The old story, Lou, you must play in front. You watch how many times the New South Wales boys are in front.
Well, that's the name of the game. Not only do you get the ball, sometimes you get a free kick. The ball punched out that time by O'Connell, but once again it's out of bounds. So there's a bit of a stalemate down there in that forward pocket position for Western Australia. They're still yet to score. And remember that New South Wales put up a tremendous show against South Australia on Thursday night. Ball back again, well picked up that time by Cordy, showing a bit of dash down there in the back pocket, shoots it back towards the wing. A good mark to Tony Morwood. Morwood with the ball now at centre wing. He's looking for a lead. He's gone across to centre half forward and picked out Malaxos. It was his own teammate. He must be a bit colourblind. That bloke. Oh, back to the centre of the ground. Sick, the ball punched on again by Tui, a strong one, but into the hands of Cormac. Out it goes wide now. Here's a chance for Mifka. Mifka goes for a short pass. Once again, it's Cordy doing a great job down there in defence for New South Wales.
There's some bad kicking in this game so far.
Long hand pass to Wright. Wright gives one back, picked up by Scott, and that's a long kick towards centre. Ford Brownless in front, Glendenning all over him like a rash. He can't get clear. Piling on top of the ball is Christian. Knocked on again, a fumble. Brownless goes in, a bit of a pile up here. And the umpire said hold the ball. That was a bit hot, I reckon. Very severe indeed. Ball back into play again. Out there towards the wing position. Thripp having a battle. Out there with the... he nearly got one from Lamb, but the umpire called play on. The ball knocked to the ground. Hawks on the ground. They pile on top of him too, and the umpire said it's hold the ball. They're a bit hard, aren't they?
Pretty hard to get rid of the ball.
Waiting now for the ball to go down towards that half-forward line. Flying high was Anthony Danaher, but a good mark in defence, attack there this time by Dennis, the ex-Carlton player. Not the ex, he is the Carlton player, I should say. And a good mark, a bad kick by Dennis. And Murphy comes in and takes a mark between fullback and centre halfback positions.
New South Wales defending well. They have players across that block-off line on that halfback flank doing it well. Now they've got a chance to go forward through Mark O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue's got plenty of time, has one bounce, now has a look up forward. And that's the difference between New South Wales and Western Australia. They're having a look where they're putting the ball, but Glendenning chips in nicely, takes the mark, gets it across to teammate Lamb. His left foot kick comes in towards the centre of the ground. Anything could happen here. Eyes on the ball, up into the sun. The handball comes out in the direction there of Dennis. Ran straight into an opponent. Now New South Wales had a chance through Thripp again from 55 metres out. Let's have a look at this one. Good goal from Thripp. That's another one on their board. They're fourth.
Presenting Nissan's award-winning four-wheel drive.
Just on 21.5 minutes gone of the first quarter, and New South Wales looking really good. They're killing Western Australia, still yet to score. Howard comes now to land, goes for the long kick, looking down there for Winmar, but coming across a good strong mark there by Roberts. Good like the back of a bus, this guy, as he kicks the ball long out to the wing. Oh, that's Strip getting over the top of the pack. Hawke goes after it now. That goes wide. There's a chance for Western Australia to get clear as we see Mifka drive it down towards the forward pocket position. Punt, oh, good mark that time taken here by Lockyer. So Lockyer's down there in the forward pocket, drops it short, looking for Buccaneer, and he's put it out of bounds on the full. They look very disinterested or something, West Australia. What do you reckon? Or is it just the pressure that New South Wales are putting on them, Neil?
I think the pressure is too much for Western Australia at this stage.
Well, they're yet to score. 22.5 minutes gone. New South Wales are 4-2-26. It's a pretty good start. So they go back into attack again. Malaxos overruns the ball. Oh, there's a chance. He shows determination now going after it again as it finally comes out to Glendenning. A short pass to Worsfold. It's a bit long, but it should bounce okay. It does. He's going to be in trouble here now, but he finally gets a kick out towards the wing position. Manwaring couldn't get clear because Yorgie's all over the top of him, and the ball is finally forced out of bounds. There's the siren to end the first quarter, and a great one by New South Wales. 4 goals, 2-26 to Western Australia yet to score.
Cars. Welcome back to Football Park. You can see part of the crowd which are now starting to stream in here to Football Park in Adelaide. What a great quarter for this first game that we've seen so far. New South Wales and West Australia. New South Wales at the moment haven't let West Australia in at all. 4-2-26, still to open their account. The West Australian side, Neil Curley, I would say Tom Hafey would be a pretty happy boy after that.
Yes, well, they had the breeze, and it's about a 4 or 5 goal breeze, so that's expected, that score. But New South Wales started off where they finished the other night. They were aggressive, they're full of running, and they got goals a long way out. 2 goals by Thrip, 1 there, with both beautiful attacking goals from the centre of the ground, which they've got to do where they've got the breeze. It'll be interesting to see now whether they can control the game against the breeze.
Well, they've got a pivot in Brownless up the front there. You weren't a big rap for his kicking so far, but he's going to be a danger point for them.
Well, he's got to move. He's got to come down the ground. That quarter, New South Wales played in front.
Thrip again, putting another one through. Some of the highlights of this first quarter so far. Of course, as we said before, West Australia still to open their account. Stephen Phillips and Barry Breen are down on the boundary line. Let's cross down to them now.
Thank you, Rob. John Todd absolutely furious. He said they just handed that quarter to New South Wales on a plate. They played the game back to front and played down the attacking flank all quarter.
Hafey was very pleased. He just gave them 2 instructions: play on the defensive side this side and play in front.
Barry Breen, Stephen Phillips on the boundary. Back to you, Rob.
Thank you very much, Stephen. New South Wales starting off the second quarter, 4 goals, 2-26.